Satnam. Welcome. This is your full moon Kundalini Yoga practice. The full moon happens to be in the sign of Scorpio, but you can do this practice on any full moon to harness the energies of the potent astrological sign. Tonight we're going to do 60 minutes of a Kriya, a Kundalini Yoga Kriya. This includes breathwork. We'll do some movement and we'll get our bodies nice and warm. If you have preconditions of medical conditions, please consult your physician before practicing any type of exercise and Kundalini Yoga. With that said, let's get started. So take a nice deep breath in. Exhale it out and just start to drop into your body. The quickest way that we can become present with our bodies is through our breath. We use the breath as a tool. So take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out like you're blowing out a candle. Sending that exhalation completely out. Inhale. Exhale. Empty the lungs completely. Another deep breath in. Exhale. And then inhale and bring the palms together, generating some heat in the hands. Opening up the energetic pathways in our bodies to let more life force energy, more chi flow through. Thumbs to the sternum, gently lifting in and upwards. Take a nice deep breath in. At the very top of the breath, pull the navel in, pelvic floor muscles up and in, pull the chin in, and then roll the gaze up to the forehead and hold. Exhale and release. Completely release the breath, emptying the lungs. Deep breath in through the nose. At the top of the breath, pull the navel in, pelvic floor muscles up and in, pull the chin in, and roll the gaze up towards that third eye point. Press the palms together and hold. And exhale. Good. We'll start the practice with the opening mantra, which is the Adi mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to the divine primal teacher that lies within, and I bow to the infinite wisdom that's all around me. We'll say it one time through, just to chant to open the space for practice. Deep breath in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a nice deep breath in. Hold that breath at the top. Pull in navel, pelvic floor, and chin. Eyes closed, third eye open. Exhale and release. Beautiful. Let's get started. Let's start to move our bodies here. So we're going to start off on the hands and knees, moving through some cat and cow. Nice and easy, arching the spine and exhaling, rounding. Consolidating the breath in and out through the nose. Smoothing out the energy in the spine. Deepening the breath, finding a nice rhythm as you go. Good. Powerful breaths in and out through the nose. A little bit quicker in the movement now. Getting more circulation into the body. More oxygen into the blood. Inhale, arch the spine and look up. Exhale, round the spine and look down. Coming to a neutral spine, take the knees wide and send the hips back onto the heels, stretching long on your mat, forehead to the floor. Nice deep breath in, exhale out with a sigh. Again. Good. Inhale, back up onto hands and knees. Exhale into downward facing dog. Stretching out through the fingers, the toes, moving through the fascia in the body, the joints. Creating some space. Deep breath in through the nose, exhale out through the mouth with a sigh. Good. Exhale, come on down to the hands and knees. Sit back onto the heels. We're going to be stretching forward onto our bellies, so come on forward. Arms stretch forward, forehead to the mat. Lengthen through your tailbone. Inhale, elbows wide, heart lifts. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbows wide, heart lifts. Clearing out the kidneys here. Exhale, lower back down. Last time, inhale, lengthen. Lift everything up. Exhale, lower down. Elbows wide, heart lifts. Exhale, hands underneath shoulders. Pressing up and back into your child's pose. Nice, long, slow, deep breathing. Inhale, come back up to hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, come on down. So we'll be starting with some spinal flexes now, working a little bit on not only the movement of the spine, but getting some more life force energy into the body. Kundalini Yoga is so much about harnessing the energies of our body to be able to move that energy, that chi, to certain parts of our body so that we can have more life flow, more life force energy. So we'll be using the spine here. Hands to the shins, inhaling forward and exhaling back. Just a little sniff and throw breath with the nose. Eyes are closed, gaze is to the forehead. Again, just a nice rhythm, some movement for the spine, movement for the hips. Not too forceful. We don't want to create any inflammation in the body. And that sniff and throw breath through the nose. Try to go at a rhythm, a pace. If it's not my pace, find a pace that works for you. Good. Inhale. You're going to hold that breath at the top. Navel in, pelvic floor in, chin in, gaze up, hold. Exhale and release, empty the lungs. Stay for the inhale. Exhale. Good. Just relax your body. I want you to feel your sit bones on the earth. Place your left hand on your navel center and anchor yourself into your being. And then ground your energy deep down into the spiritual heart of the earth. Deep inhale, exhale out through the mouth. Good. We'll take a little bit of a breath of fire here. So you're going to have your index finger and your thumbs together, Gyan Mudra, palms facing up. We're going to start out with an open mouth, sticking out the tongue, panting. Tongue is relaxed, breath is nice and light. What this does, it balances out the vayus in the body, the elements of the body, the earth, the air, the fire, the water, the ether. Good. Feel your sit bones on the earth. Feel the navel pulling back in towards the spine. Close the mouth, inhale. Pause and pull in the navel point, pull up the pelvic floor, pull the chin in, gaze to the third eye point. And exhale, release. Good. Starting to feel a little better, harnessing that energy. Fingertips to your shoulders. Open chest, inhaling, twisting to the left, exhaling, twisting to the right. Sniff and throw breath through the nose. If you'd like to bring in the mantra now, inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam, silently in your mind, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. Finding that rhythm and staying with it. Inhale, center. Hold the breath at the top. Hold the navel, the pelvic floor, and the chin, and hold. Exhale and release. Relax the hands down to the legs. Long, slow, deep breathing. We're going to start to move through the shoulders here. So taking the shoulders up towards the ears on the inhale, exhale, letting them drop. Inhale, exhale. In your mind, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. Slight pull in of the chin. Inhale, shoulders up and squeeze. Hold the breath. Exhale and release. Let it go. Empty the breath. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Roll the left ear to the left shoulder. Roll the right ear to the right shoulder. Nice neck rolls here, opening up through the throat chakra. Open the jaw. Good, make your way back to center. We're going to take the legs nice and wide this time. If you've got something to sit on, I would recommend placing it underneath you so that your pelvis can tilt a little bit forward with this if your hamstrings are tight. We're going to be taking ourselves through a stretch pose, a life nerve stretch. So that's up the backs of the legs here. There's a lot of energy that gets held in the backs of the legs, so it needs to be stretched, released, and toned every day. This is stretch pose, life stretch pose. Inhale, center, exhale over to that left side. Inhale, center, exhale over to the right side. Powerful breaths in and out through the nose. Does not matter how far you go down. We're just staying with the rhythm. Get yourself in the posture and go. Sat, nam, sat, nam, sat, nam. Eyes are closed, gaze is to the forehead. Where your attention goes, energy flows. We're bringing it up towards that pineal gland, the master gland of the body. Up to center and hold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. With your breath. Good. Last one, inhale. Hold, exhale, release. Bring those legs in. Nice. Coming back in. Take a sip of water. We're going to be going into some more pranayama. Next breath is breath of fire. So we'll be taking the index finger and the thumbs together. Once again, palms facing up on the knees. We're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale it out. Inhale. And begin breath of fire through the nose. Short exhalations through the nose. The inhalations happen naturally. Eyes are closed, or your gaze is 1/10 open, looking down at the tip of the nose. Inhale. Hold, Exhale. Empty the lungs and hold. Inhale. And exhale, release. Good. We're coming into stretch pose now. So go ahead and come onto your backs. We'll be lying down flat, hands by our sides. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Give them a little hug, little squeeze, little rock side to side. Pick the nose up towards the knees. Tuck the chin. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale out, extend the arms, extend the legs. Breath of fire. If this hurts your lower back, you can place your hands underneath your hips and do it this way. Eyes are open, looking at the big toes. Inhale through the nose. Pull the navel in towards the spine. Exhale and release. Hands come out from underneath you and relax. Good. Arms overhead now. Lifting your right arm and your left leg up. Exhaling down and switching sides. Powerful breaths in and out through the nose. Bringing all of your attention and energy into the center of your navel point. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Strengthening and resetting the navel center. We're going to give ourselves a nice little workout today. Take a nice deep breath in, exhale, relax, taking the knees in towards the chest, giving them a hug. Slow down the breath. Take a pause. Good. Bring your hands underneath your shins. And then tuck your nose in towards your knees and rock and roll on the spine. Coming all the way up to seated posture. And we're going to move right into ego eradicator pose. Arms up to 60 degrees, fingers in and thumbs out. Elbows stretching to wrists. Open the mouth, stick out the tongue, and pant. Nice and relaxed through your tongue and nice and light through the breath. Just like a happy dog. In your mind, repeating that mantra, Satnam, 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 Satnam. Now close your mouth and do that through your nose. Resetting your electromagnetic field. Making yourself more magnetic. Inhale. Thumbs to touch, rest of the fingers straight up. Hold. Navel in, pelvic floor in, chin in. Gaze rolls up in between the eyebrows and hold. Exhale and release as the arms come down. Completely exhaling the breath. And then take some nice, long, slow, deep breaths, being very still in your body. Grounding your energy or regrounding your energy down to the center, the heart of the earth. Harmonizing your field. Next posture, we're going to heat it up a little bit. So come up onto your feet. You're going to be up on the balls of your feet, heels together, and fingertips to the floor for frog pose. So this posture is a little bit dynamic. We're going to start by inhaling, straightening the legs and looking down. Exhaling, coming back into your frog pose. So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Finding a rhythm here. You can go at your own pace. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. If you have trouble doing this posture, you can also put some blocks underneath your hands here so that your hands are a little bit further away from the floor. Inhaling and exhaling, building strength in your legs, building strength in your arms, building strength in your life. Good. Opening the hips, getting that circulation, lymphatics moving. All the toxins that we accumulate in our bodies have to have somewhere to go. They clear out through the lymphatic system, through the breath, when we sweat. Good. Inhale. Come back into your forward fold. Feet come forward and just hang out here for a minute. Relax the spine. Decompress the spine. Bend your knees. Get your torso closer to your thighs. Shake the head no, shake the head yes. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen the spine forward and come all the way up to standing. Stretch the arms all the way up. Spread through the fingers and the toes. Exhale all the way down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, finding that rhythm, clearing out the auric field, getting more space and more light around you. Deepening the breath. Good. Inhale, last one here. Exhale, back into your forward fold. Slowly come on up. Go ahead and take your feet wide on the mat. Good. So we're going to have our arms out. Strong through your legs, strong through your feet, strong through your core, chest lifted. Inhale here, exhale, right hand to left foot. Inhale, center, exhale, left hand to right foot, or ankle, or knee, depending on how flexible you are here. Strong, powerful breaths through the nose. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. try not to collapse the chest. Try to keep the chest open and lifted. Inhale, center, open heart. Exhale, relax, and come on down to your seats. Grab a sip of water. Okay. So we're going to be moving into 3 postures here. 3 kriyas to help harness this energy of whatever full moon that you've got going on. This one happens to be in the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio is a lot about transformation, death, transformation, and rebirth. So when we transmute something, right, when we alchemize something, we take it from one molecular structure to another, one frequency to another. So if, let's say that this full moon is highlighting lots of lethargy and kind of heaviness and depression in your body, as alchemists, we bring in breath of fire to transmute and lighten up and break apart some of that energy. Because on the opposite side of that is lightness of being, is flexibility, is loftiness, expansion. On the other hand, if this full moon is amplifying a lot of chaos for you, a lot of disjointed energy, or the mind is just going in all directions, the other side of that is focused attention, right? If you take that energy and you alchemize it and harness it and direct it towards something, how powerful could that be? So as we go through these 3 kriyas, you're going to be alchemizing some energy, and it's personal for you. So first one, you're going to have your peace fingers out, and they're going to face each other. Okay, elbows are out. As you exhale, you're going to exhale out through the nose very powerfully. You're going to inhale through the O-shaped mouth. Exhale. Inhale. Eyes are closed. Your gaze is right in between the eyebrows, or your eyes are 1/10 open, looking at the tip of the nose. Keep going. O-shaped mouth, inhaling, exhaling through the nose. Inhale, hold and squeeze, navel in, pelvic floor and chin in, hold the posture and squeeze. Exhale, O-shaped mouth, powerful cannon breath. Relax. Long, slow, deep breaths. Feel the clearing in the center of the heart, the transmutation of the energies. This next one, we're going to be using a movement with our arms that's almost like you're clapping, but you're not going to actually bring your hands together. So it's like you're going to take a big clap, but then right before you pause, you halt the energy. So it's like this. And some strong breath in and out through the nose. We're going to get the armpits moving. We're going to start to sweat a little bit, taking some of those toxins out of the armpits. Just feel really grounded here on your sit bones. Really strong, really controlled movements here. Find a rhythm. Sat, nam, sat, nam, sat, nam, sat, nam. For the last few seconds, we're going to bring in a mantra. The mantra is hut, 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 hut. Tongue touches the roof of the mouth. Hut, 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 hut. Comes from the lungs. Hut, 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 hut. Clearing grief from the lungs. Hut, 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 hut. Hut, 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 hut. Inhale. Hold the breath. Extend the arms all the way up. Stretch the fingers. And exhale, release. Relax it down. Long, slow, deep breathing. If you feel like a little bit of energy moving through the body, a little bit of electricity, you can just shake it out. Shake it out through the arms, the shoulders, wherever it needs to. The chi needs to go, right? The chi needs to go to heal the body. Beautiful. Nice deep breath in, exhale it out. So this last final one, we're going to hold for 3 minutes. It can be held up to 6 minutes, but tonight we're just going to do 3 minutes of it. This is going to be a complete spinal readjustment. This will reset the nervous system. This will also help with any stress that you've got going on in your mental body. Peace fingers out, arms out, elbows twisting all the way back, wrists twisting all the way back. We take some nice deep breaths in through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. Settling into this posture, into your sit bones. You might want to sit up on a blanket for this if your lower back is feeling it. Complete the exhale. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. You do not start the inhalation until the complete exhalation has ended. Good, slowing everything down. Slight tucking of the chin. Both eyes closed, third eye open. harnessing this energy, your life force energy, your precious energy. Knowing that when you're doing these postures, you're not just holding your arms out for no reason. We're transmuting so much energy, lifetimes of stress, lifetimes of karma, lifetimes of disruption in the field. Coming back to harmony, coming back to balance. You're building your electromagnetic field, you're building your light body. When your light body is built, you don't get sick. You're not affected so much by the external. You're building your stamina, your strength, your confidence. Moving into those uncomfortable areas, coming out of your comfort zone. That's how you grow, that's how you expand, that's how you evolve. We don't evolve by staying comfortable. We evolve by leaning into discomfort. So when we're here holding the arms up in a safe space, it's a good time to practice leaning into discomfort. Deepen the breath. Nice deep breath in. Exhale and slowly, slowly bring those arms down. Relax. Feeling on the other side of that, the space that was created for you. Let it bring a smile to your face. Let your enjoyment come in, that that's over. Sometimes we experience joy just by something that's uncomfortable is ending, right? How good do you feel when you're over being sick? Right? There's so much joy there, so much gratitude. Good. Let's go ahead and come onto our backs now and just lying flat for a final relaxation pose. Letting your whole body completely let go.
Here and now, before earth and sky, we stand. We feel the blessing of your infinite love in our bones, in our blood, in our breath, in our hearts. We open our eyes to see beyond what we have seen before. We open our ears to hear what we could not hear before. Beyond limitation, beyond the beyond. We feel a new story emerging from ourselves and rippling out into our lucid bodies as waves of love remind us of who we really are. Dissolve us into what we have always meant to be, and the layers between us and who we are meant to be fade away. And suddenly we realize we are all that we dream we could be. To see without eyes, to walk without feet, and to fly without wings. This is my prayer for you.
Taking a nice deep breath in, exhaling out, bringing yourself back into your body, moving through the fingers and the toes, stretching the arms overhead, bringing the knees in towards the chest, giving a nice little hug. Taking the bottoms of the feet together and the palms together, rubbing them at the same time to keep us grounded and also keep the energy flowing. And when you're ready, making your way back up to your seated posture and close practice. So we end practice with a long sat and a short nam. Bring the palms together. Once again, feeling that pranic energy that's pulsing through your body, that chi that's flowing. Thumbs to the sternum, gently lifting in and up. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale. Sat. Nam. Bringing your thumbs to your third eye, bowing inward, acknowledging your light, your wisdom, and your strength. Thank you for practicing this evening or morning or afternoon or wherever you're at. Sat Nam. If you enjoyed practice, please like and subscribe and follow for more Kundalini Yoga practices.